Hi, I'm California probate attorney Scott Grossman. It's not unusual during the course of probate for someone to discover there's some property missing from the probate estate or that there's a title problem with the property that's there. Today I'm going to discuss how to recognize the problem and how to correct it. You'll learn what petition to file if you find out that you've got an issue with estate property, what to do if you find that there's a title issue concerning property in the estate, what to do if estate property is missing, and when to file your petition. If you discover that there's a problem with title to property that's held by the probate estate or that property is missing, the solution under California law is to file what's called an 850 petition. An 850 is just a reference to the probate code section that allows either the executor, the administrator, or one of the beneficiaries to address this existing problem. Now, broadly speaking, you can break an 850 petition into two different possibilities. The first one you might think of as the innocent 850 petition, meaning the property that you expected to be in the estate is there, but there's some kind of problem with title. And where this most often comes up is with real estate, particularly where you have a decedent who tried to do something clever with the property while they were still alive. For example, there are people who go to all sorts of seminars on asset protection, and so they form corporations or limited liability companies because they believe this is going to give them protection in the real estate that they own. The problem often is that they don't follow all of the requisite formalities. They may not keep the documents that are needed after their death. And so once they've passed away, when the executor or the administrator goes to sell the property, they find out the title company has an issue with the chain of title. Well, you can file an 850 petition, or the executor or administrator can, in order to get an order from the court saying that it's the probate estate that has good title to that real estate. The second category is when it's discovered that there's property missing from the probate estate. Now, there are any number of ways this can happen. Of course, there are any number of people that could be involved in this. It could be something really sinister, like a beneficiary discovers that the executor or administrator has taken property for themselves, or it could be that the executor or the administrator, or maybe some of the beneficiaries, discover there's some third person, meaning somebody who's not involved in the probate, who took this property while the decedent was still alive. Well, 850 addresses this as well. A petition gets filed that makes the claim that the correct title, meaning the true owner of the property, is the probate estate, and that this property was wrongfully taken at some point in time. Assuming you're successful with the petition, what will happen is the court will grant an order saying that the person who either has title to it, if we're talking about real estate, or possession, if we're talking about some kind of personal property, is required to either convey title back to the estate or transfer the assets back to the estate. The 850 petition can be filed at any time that the probate estate is open. It just has to be filed before the final order to distribute the estate has been entered by the court. And if I haven't already made it clear, it can be filed by anybody who's involved in the probate. That means the executor or the administrator of the estate, or the beneficiaries or heirs of the estate. Now you know how to address the situation if you've either got a problem with title to an asset, or if you discover the property has been wrongfully taken from the probate estate. In the next video, I'm going to discuss how to challenge the valuations that appear in the estate's inventory and appraisal. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.